Time now for Traffic on the Turf, helping you navigate your way through weeds, pests, and disease, and loading your trucks with the products and tools you'll need to provide your clients with the healthiest lawns, trees, and shrubs. Now, here's Eric Jones, the turf teacher for today's Traffic on the Turf.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Traffic on the Turf here on Turf Sub Radio, your industry, your station. And guys, you know, one of my favorite topics to discuss is natural pest controls. And everybody is always, well, what are the natural pest controls? We're going to discuss that here on Traffic on the Turf. But first, I want to talk to you a little bit about pests. We have situations where certain living organisms may be a pest in one situation, but a welcomed guest in another situation. Bermuda grass is one that I like to introduce that to. I'm a big sports man. I love watching baseball. I love watching football, but I want to see them play on real turf. And most of these turf grasses that they play on, you know, is a Bermuda grass, especially, you know, at the collegiate level. They're using the Bermudas. And I love that. I love watching these young men and women play on natural turf. I hate the artificial stuff. And so Bermuda grass is a welcomed guest there, but it is not welcomed in our clients' shrub beds. It's not welcomed in the sidewalks, the cracks that happen in the sidewalks or the asphalt driveways, and nor is it welcomed in a fescue lawn. And so how are natural pest controls going to help us with that? Well, the natural pest controls are implemented into an integrated pest management plan. And we discuss that in detail in the courses that I teach on Tuesday nights called Turf Talk Tuesdays. Now, also, this little creature here that I'm about to discuss is not a welcomed guest. It is the common housefly, which when it's hot outside and when they are mature, they can lay 600 eggs. But the temperature and everything's just got to be right. But they can lay 600 eggs. Can you think about having to deal with 600 flies, more flies? You know, because when you are given that reproductive rate, an original pair of flies could eventually lead to a layer of flies that are thousands of feet thick around the entire planet in just one summer. But why has that not happened? Because of natural pest controls. So what are some of the natural pest controls? We have climate and weather. We have food and habitat. We have pathogens. We have predators, and we have parasites and parasitoids. That's why these flies stay intact. That's why they are controlled, other than with mama's fly swatter, but the natural elements out there are taking care of those. And as you can see right now with Alexia, you know, they're in the middle of South Carolina. It looks like Columbia is getting a lot of rain, and we're about to get a lot of rain here in the Piedmont Triad of North Carolina, you know, 2 to 3 inches. Climate and weather is going to help reduce a lot of populations of some of these pests that we have. Others will thrive in the dry weather, in the heat. But climate and weather will knock a lot of them out. Food and habitat, sometimes just cutting off that food or reducing their habitat will make these pests leave or will destroy them. Pathogens, they're always going to get sick. It's going to be an internal issue with them. But the predators, they love feeding on them. The good old spider will take care of quite a few flies for us. And then these parasites and parasitoids, not going to help with the flies, but will help more so in a greenhouse setting. But guys, that is your topic today for Traffic on the Turf.
Now that today's traffic has been cleared up, you're free to stay ahead of your competition.